Today we are going to revise something from English literature and grammar for class 6. The name of the chapter is The Tale of the Turnip, written by Olive Gifford. This chapter is from Learning English. I had already explained this chapter in your previous class. You all know about the story. Today we will revise it again. The story is about a turnip seed which was shown by the little old man in his garden, and he took the responsibility to take care of it. After some time, the man wanted to pull up the turnip for eating. When it got its proper size, he told his wife to arrange a pot. The man was unable to pull the turnip up alone. He took help from each and every member of his family, including the pets. The pets were the cat and the small mouse. Ultimately, they pulled up the turnip from the ground successfully. Is that clear, students? Now, in this slide presentation, I'll give you some questions over here and we will discuss these questions. First of all, I'll give the instruction. Please follow it. Answer the following questions. Number 1. Where did the little old man live and with whom? The question is asking about the residence of the little old man and how many members were there. So, the answer will be like this. The old man lived in a small house under a hill with his wife, daughter, a black and white cat, and a small grey mouse. Next question. Number 2. Why was the old woman curious? In this story, we have seen that the old man was thinking of sowing seed, but he did not tell his wife what seed he would sow and why. This is the reason why the old woman was curious. So, you can write your answer like this. The old woman was curious because her husband informed her about a seed which he wished to sow in the garden. His wife wanted to know about the type of the seed. Next question. Number 3. Why did the old man carry his spade into the garden? We know that the old man in this story was planning to sow a seed. For sowing a seed, we must require equipment, which is mentioned in the text as a spade. Spade is that equipment which helps to dig soil. So, you can write your answer like this. The old man went into the garden with his spade because he wanted to sow a turnip seed. Next question. Number 4. How did the turnip grow? So, the question is asking what was required for the turnip seed to grow. That means what essential components were required for the seed to grow. So, the answer will be like this. Each morning the little old man went out to water his turnip seed, and each day the sun shone down on the little seed and it began to grow. Next question. Number 5. Why did the old man instruct his wife to arrange a big pot? So, what is the question about? In this story, we come to know that the man had planned everything which he kept on doing one after another. First, he thought of sowing the seed, then he thought of having it for dinner. So, you can write your answer like this. The old man instructed his wife to arrange a big pot to boil water so that the turnip can be cooked and they can have it in dinner. Next question. Why did the old man go into the garden after the conversation with his wife? That means after speaking to his wife, why the old man went into the garden. So, your answer should be like this. After the conversation with the old lady, the man went into the garden to pull up the turnip from the ground. Clear, student? Next question. Question number 7. How was the turnip pulled up finally? So, what is the question asking? We have seen that it was impossible to pull the turnip up at the beginning, but ultimately the work was done by the help of everyone. So, your answer should be like this. The turnip was pulled up by the help of the little old man, old woman, their daughter, the cat, and the small mouse. Everyone was holding each other to pull up the turnip from the ground. Okay? Now, in this slide, I will give you another instruction. What is it? Answer the following short questions. Number 1. What did the little old man take into the garden? So, what is the question asking? The question is asking about the equipment. That means the man wanted to carry something into the garden. So, the answer will be like this. The little old man took spade into the garden. Next question. Number 2. What type of seed did the old man want to sow? The question is asking about the type of seed. So, your answer should be like this. The old man wanted to sow a turnip seed. Next one. Number 3. When did the little old man go out to water his turnip seed? The question is asking about the time of watering the turnip seed. So, the answer will be like this. Each morning, the little old man went out to water his turnip seed. Next question. Question number 4. What did the old man instruct his wife? We have seen in the story that the old man was instructing his wife to do something. So, you can write your answer like this. The old man instructed his wife to arrange a big pot. Next question. Question number 5. What did the little old woman do with the pot? The question is asking about the motive of the little old woman for using the pot. So you can write your answer like this. The little old woman used the pot for boiling the turnip. Next question. Question number 6. Who took hold of the little old man to pull up the turnip? So students, you all know that this is a direct question. So you can write your answer like this. The little old woman took hold of the little old man to pull up the turnip. Next question. Question number 7. Whom did the black and white cat call for helping the team? So, you can write your answer like this. The black and white cat called the wee grey mouse for helping the team. Next question. Question number 8. Who cut the turnip up and put it into the big pot of boiling water? So the question is asking that who prepared the turnip for dinner? So the answer will be like this. The little old woman cut the turnip up and put it into the big pot of boiling water. Clear? So students, now in this slide, I will give you some objective type questions which you will try by yourself. Please follow the instruction first. What is that? Choose the correct answer. Number 1. After some time, turnip began to A. Ripen, B. Grow, C. Dry up, and D. Fall down. Number 2. The little old man wished to boil the turnip for A. Breakfast, B. Dinner, C. Lunch, D. Supper. Number 3. When the old man tried to pull up the turnip, he dash A. Succeeded, B. Failed, C. Was mocked by his wife, and D. Was bitten by a snake. Next question. Number 4. They all fail on each other because of A. The rain, B. Pulling up the turnip, C. Disturbance, and D. Suffocation. Number 5. The turnip was too dash to lift. A. Hard, B. Heavy, C. Light, and D. Soft. Question number 6. They all dash and took the turnip indoors. A. Were all right, B. Got up, C. Laughed, and D. Walked. Next question. Question number 7. The little old woman had the dash turnip for dinner. A. Roasted, B. Fried, C. Boiled, and D. Cut. Clear? Now we will talk about adverb and its kinds from English grammar. I have already explained this chapter in your previous class. Today we will revise it again to brush up your knowledge. Let's start. What is adverb? Let's see the definition. An adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. That means an adverb is a part of speech that provides greater description to a verb, adjective, or another adverb. Let's see some examples. Number 1. Mita speaks loudly. In this sentence, the word loudly is an adverb. Here, the word shows how Mita speaks, and the word loudly modifies the verb speaks. Next example. The weather is fairly warm. In this sentence, fairly shows how warm the weather is, and fairly is modifying the adjective warm. So, it will be an adverb. Now, we will be talking about the types of adverbs or kinds of adverbs. Adverbs are classified on the basis of different ways in which they modify verbs, adjectives, or another adverbs. So, there are six kinds. Number 1. Adverb of manner. An adverb of manner tells how or in what manner an action is done. Let's see some examples. Number 1. The man shouted angrily. In this sentence, angrily is an adverb of manner. How did the man shout? The answer is angrily. Next example. The patient slept soundly. Here, soundly will be an adverb of manner. How did the patient sleep? We are getting the answer, which is soundly. Next type. That is adverb of place. An adverb of place tells where or at what place an action is done. Let's see some examples. Number 1. Ramesh will meet me here. In this sentence, here will be an adverb of place. Where will Ramesh meet you? The answer is here. I repeat, where will Ramesh meet you? You are getting the answer, which is here. Next example. Someone is hiding inside. In this sentence, the word inside is indicating a place. So, it will be an adverb of place. Next type. Adverb of time. An adverb of time tells when or at what time an action is done. Let's see some examples. Number 1. The salesman came late. In this sentence, late will be an adverb of time. When did the salesman come? The answer is late. Next example. She will finish it today. Here, in this sentence, today will be an adverb of time because it is indicating time. Next type. Adverb of frequency or number. What is that? An adverb of frequency or number tells how often or how frequently an action is done. Let's see some examples. Number 1. I called at your office twice. In this sentence, twice will be an adverb of frequency or number. Here, the word twice is indicating number. Number 2. The milkman comes to our house daily. In this sentence, daily will be an adverb of frequency or number. How frequently does the milkman come? The answer is daily. Next kind. That is adverb of quantity or degree. An adverb of quantity or degree tells how much or to what degree or to what extent a thing is done. Let's see some examples. Mahima is fully prepared. In this sentence, the word fully will be an adverb of degree or quantity. The word is indicating the quantity over here. Next, your friend is partly right. In this sentence, partly is an adverb of quantity. Next type, that is interrogative adverb. Interrogation means asking questions. So, interrogative adverbs are used for asking questions. Let's go through some examples. Number 1. Where is the girl hiding? In this sentence, where is adverb interrogative adverb because where refers to the place at which the action is done. Next example. When will the train come? In this sentence, why refers to the reason for which the action is done. So, it will be an interrogative adverb. Clear, students? Now, I will give you some homework. You can see that this is your worksheet page. First of all, I'll give the instruction. Please follow it. Fill in the blanks with the adverbs chosen from the box. What are the words? Soon, inside, seldom, late, always, neatly, quickly, brightly, today, and heard. Number 1. I have arranged all the books dash full stop. Number 2. Rohit is hiding dash. Number 3. The washing dried dash in the sun. Number 4. Sam arrived at his home dash. Number 5. Please finish your work dash. Number 6. The sun shone dash. Number 7. In the desert it dash rains. Number 8. I dash do my homework without being reminded to do it. Number 9. Hurry, the bus is leaving dash. Number 10. We all studied dash for our examinations. So, students, you will solve these questions, and today we are ending our lesson over here. Thank you.